So, hello everyone. Today we are going to learn Ansible technique called bagging. So, first of all, we will see what is Ansible technique so that we can move on and learn what is like a bagging is. So, first of all, what is Ansible technique is ensemble. Ensemble. What does mean by ensemble? Let's think of that. What is mean by ensemble? Ensemble is nothing but a group. It is a group of a band. It could be a group of a people, a gathering. Okay. Ensemble is nothing but a herd of elephants. It's like a I'm just like a correlating what is ensemble mean or etc. Gathering of a people. It is like a group of some sort of a people. Ensemble is the same thing that follow. Same thing is followed in ensemble. So first of all, we will see like what how ensemble works. So suppose we have multiple model. Okay, this is model one, this is model two, this is model three, dash. It's like a model, and okay. So what ensemble do is like it is use this model. This we can call it like a submodel. Okay. So we used to like submodel to uh, maximize maximize to or improve or to make a powerful model or model M1 or you can say like a MX which is like a final model. Okay, so this is same thing that we used to do. Suppose this is model M, decision tree 1, decision tree 2, decision 3, and decision tree 3, decision tree 4, and so on till decision tree n. So we what we do is we suppose we have data point x. What we used to do? This will predict it's belong to class 1. This is belong to class 0, 1, dash 1. So at the end of the day, this model used to give us a prediction on by using votes of this submodel. So this is like a what ensemble uh, basically mean is. So we will like see how ensemble things, how ensemble make your like a model more powerful than your like other machine learning algorithm. By the way, ensemble technique used a lot in internet companies like Google, Amazon, Netflix, and like Facebook, etc. So it is used a lot by this company. So uh, it's like a more it is more it is like there are like a mini algorithm which can understand which can be just which can useful for studying or understanding but not used in a real world, like a regression algorithm, like a linear regression, logistic regression. Those are the algorithm which is good for understanding but generally it is not used in a production. So we will see that what is like a what ensemble technique, how ensemble technique is different from other algorithm and what make it like a more powerful. So there are many types of ensemble technique like bagging, boosting, then you can say stacking, and fourth is like a cascading. So these are the type of ensemble learning which which like drastically used in general application, or we can say it is like a drastically used in uh, production. So these are the technique that we are going to learn. So my upcoming video, I will cover this posting and boosting, stacking, and cascading chapter. For now, we will see what bagging is. So there are like a many ways that you can understand bagging, but the simplest way to understanding what bag is. So it is nothing but a way. The bagging technique can be used to reduce the uh, used to reduce used to reduce variance model in a model. What impacting, or like a, you can say it is used to reduce okay, so it is used to reduce variance in a model. So what is decision tree? Okay, first we understand, for understanding bagging we will understand what is like a decision tree. So decision tree is nothing but uh, if else condition in a nutshell. Okay, in a nutshell, it is nothing but a loop. It is like a collection of if else condition. So this is like a root, and this is your if else. Same here, if else, if else. In a nutshell, I'm not saying like it is like a totally, but it is in a nutshell. It's nothing but if else. It is like a collection of if else statement. So how bagging is work? So what bagging is do? It is in a like a decision tree. We don't train our decision tree till depth because it can end up by overfitting. Overfitting. Overfitting will happen whenever we train our decision tree till depth. So we generally don't train our decision tree till depth in a single decision tree. But in a bagging, there is a different concept. In bagging, we train our decision tree till depth. Now you will see, you will like admiring that why we are using a decision tree, why we are training decision tree till depth. So the main reason that we train our decision tree till depth is to increase the variance. Yes, guys, we used to increase the variance. In a general term, in bias variance trade-off, what we learn is like we have to reduce variance, and we have to reduce bias. Bias should be minimum, and bias should be bias should be minimum. When we train a decision tree till depth, we have low bias, right? But variance is high. That's why we don't train our decision tree till depth. But in a bagging, what happen is, suppose I have decision tree 1, decision tree 2, and decision tree 3. Suppose I have these 3 decision tree, and these are the decision tree. What we have, what, just understanding that this way, like these are the decision tree with which are trained till depth. Okay, which are fitted till depth. These are over fitted decision tree. Okay, just understand it this way. So what this decision tree have low bias and high variance. Okay, so what will happen in a like how what happen in a bagging is how we deal with the high variance is like, suppose this decision tree is telling us this is the output of query point xq is a 1. Okay, this is the input, sorry, this is input, this is also saying 1, but it is saying 0. In our final model it is saying because of a 2 it is saying because of a 2 majority is 1. The major of these two class is saying 1 and one class is saying 1, so final output is going to be 1 definitely. So how we handle a variance here? Can you understand it? We are taking aggregation over here. So what we doing is here, our final model is doing aggregation. Aggregation. Our final model is doing aggregation, and because of aggregation, we are reducing our variance. Suppose what actually happen in this like a let's talk like a how data is like a how data is like a work in a decision tree, sorry, in a bagging. So suppose I have this data, okay. So this is my data, this is my raw data, okay. It have rows, okay, and sorry, it have rows and it have columns, okay. X one and x sorry, x dash and y dash, okay. This is my data. So how data is traveling in bagging? First, let's first understand. In a bagging, we use row sampling. Row sampling with replacement. Most of the like maybe this term row sampling or like a sampling with replacement, you maybe heard in a, like a statistics stats. You maybe understand, you maybe heard of this concept. So what is like I will tell you like again, just like a revisit that concept. So row sampling with replacement means like, suppose this is my model 1, this is my model 2, this is my model 3, data dash, this is like a my model n, okay. So what is row sampling with replacement is like, I have like a this data, like 1 2 3 4 and n. So this data, okay, only this data is going to be in this model, okay. Random data, okay, maybe this data also in a like this model, okay. This data, this intersection of data and this intersection of data, this two is going to this model, okay. And then again this intersection and this intersection, these two intersection going to be in like a third model, okay. So like this way, like a row sampling will happen. So what we do is like in a, like a what happen more than that is like we have like a model m1, m2, m3, mn. So we have data with row sampling with replacement. Every model is going to see a new data or a different data, you can say, okay, different data. So model x, model 1 maybe seeing x1, model 2 maybe seeing x1 as well, and model 3 is not seeing x1, okay. Or maybe just make it as xq, this is query point. So this is seen by row sampling with the replacement. This model is seen, this model is also seen, but this model does not see that particular data which is not present on that. So because of that, it is giving us like a high variance, because this model is not like a seen this particular sort of a data, particular set of a data. So but this model is seen, this model already seen that data, okay. Or this model have idea, have context, or have some similar sort of a data which they are trained on. So what is going to happen is, so this is like a model and there are like a multiple model which have not seen this data, and there are many or more what maximum model must have like a, this is the specialty of this technique, is maximum model can see random set of a data, and minimum model which are like a non familiar with that data. So that's why we are using a majority vote. So maximum model have seen this query point xq, which is saying this is belong to class 1, class 1. This model is not seen, so it is saying that it is belong to class 0, or saying that no idea. And there are like a minimum model which have seen saying 111 and minimum model saying 000. but at the end of the day this data is seen by maximum model, so output is going to be the like more genuine output, like a 1 1 and 1 1 1. So model final final model is going to tell us that this data is going to this like a query point should predicted as 1 or like a positive class. So this is what like this is power of aggregation, guys. This is power of aggregation. So this is like all from my side. We will see like upcoming videos. We will see what is boosting is, and after that maybe we will like move ahead towards like deep learning.